So, firstly, thank you for all your good services. Please, Srila Prabhupada. So, Srila Prabhupada, as you all know, is a Samstaka Acharya, and tomorrow is his birthday also, his appearance day, right? So, because we normally, do these offerings as part of Vyas Puja. Vyas Puja means a time when we express our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada for what all he has done for us. Actually, we cannot measure what all Prabhupada has done for us because he rightly carved the word transcendental, and that word applies to him only. That everything that he has done is transcendental, everything that he has given to us is transcendental, and transcendental pretty much means beyond time and space. So, what he has given us cannot be measured by time because how long this will go, how long everybody will be able to connect to Krishna, and beyond space also. How many planets will be benefited by this? What to speak of only this planet? So we call Prabhupada as Paravrajaka Acharya, Ashtottara, Paramahamsa, is because Prabhupada is not somebody who can be seen as any other normal human being. He is an empowered divine entity who was sent by Lord Sri Krishna to help not only this planet, but Acharyas explain, such Acharyas go from planet to planet, which is what we call as Paramahamsas. Like Narada Muni is called as a Paramahamsa. Right? He goes planet to planet. So today we'll spend a little bit of time expressing our gratitude towards Srila Prabhupada as part of our offerings. So today we'll have some offerings. Tomorrow also we'll have some offerings. Now, whatever you want to say to Prabhupada, it's primarily what you're telling to Prabhupada, not about how anybody feels here or what way your speech is, having more offerings or less. It's not about all that. It's about our expression of gratitude for our own life to Srila Prabhupada. For some of you who don't know who is Srila Prabhupada, I think in some time you'll get to know who is Srila Prabhupada. Because so many devotees are going to express what they feel about Srila Prabhupada here. So I will request one Mataji and then one Prabhuji, one Mataji and one Prabhuji. In that way, we'll take the sequence. And basically 5 minutes is allotted time. Try to stick to that so that now it is almost 1 o'clock. Around 2 o'clock we will have to stop to 1 hour only. So around 12 to 15 devotees is what we're expecting right now. At least these devotees who are here, if they are finished around 2 to 30, we're going to start the class on different demons in Krishna's Leela. Right? Lessons from that. We also have that lined up. So before that, we'll try to do as many offerings of Srila Prabhupada as possible. So we'll start with Pawan. You want to start? Yeah. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So what I would rather say is, let us tell the pranam mantra together so that we don't have to tell the pranam mantra after coming here again and again. Okay? Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Don't think how much I know about Prabhupada, what can I speak about Prabhupada. Whatever you feel in your heart, you tell. Even if it's repeating the same point that somebody else has told. It's all about our offering to Srila Prabhupada on Janmashtami, just one day before his appearance day, and tomorrow also will continue. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
So, being born in this state, we never knew about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Generally, we don't know who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh especially. So, with the mercy of Prabhupada, we got to know who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is so merciful and gave the easy path to go back to Krishna. So, I'm very grateful Prabhupada for giving this easy process. And it's not so easy to be determined like you. Just like Hanuman crossed oceans to serve the Ram, to find the clue of the Sita Devi, you crossed oceans in the service of Krishna under the guidance of Guru, your Guru, and connected so many fallen souls to Krishna. And you have seen every person suffering on the bodily conception, and with so much compassion, you connected everyone to Krishna and you converted so many hippies to happies. And it's not humanly to create such a massive movement. It's not humanly because under the guidance of Leelanda Prabhuji, we are conducting satsangs in the BHL Ramalaya. We are struggling to get 150 devotees to the satsangs. Like, how come this massive movement is possible? It's not humanly. It's definitely you are inspired by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, and you created such a massive movement. I'll just end with a simple example. Recently, I went to one mall with my colleague. So he was just eating something, and I was just sitting there. And while looking at his plate, he was eating some non-veg something. So I was thinking, just by looking at his plate, I was feeling so happy and so thankful to Prabhupada that Prabhupada, thank you so much for introducing us to this art, because we were like that. And with the mercy of Guru, Jnana Divrandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Viltamena Tasmai Shri Guruvena. With that light that Guru has given, we get the knowledge. And with that knowledge, we get to know what is right and what is wrong and what to do and what not to do. Without Prabhupada, I'm sure I would have sat next to him and I would have, even in the nice company, maybe I would have encouraged him to eat more. But just by looking at the plate, I felt so thankful to Prabhupada. Thank you so much for teaching us like a grandfather to his grandson what to do and what not to do. And recently I have seen another example. In my village, there is his name is Maharaj, but it's not Maharaj. Just like, in villages, generally people believe everyone. Like if you have some beard, if you have some, nice kasha, saffron dress, everyone, if you go with beard and saffron dress, they will believe everyone in the village, right? Like that, he is getting named as Maharaj. So recently he posted a WhatsApp status saying that, some movie song, Dalapati song, and he was getting down the car. So I was thinking, if Prabhupada didn't teach us this authentic process of finding who is Guru. So recently I was taking the class on who is Guru. So and Prabhupada explained how to find a Guru. He should be a devotee and he should have the Guru. So I was able to differentiate who is Guru and who is not Guru. And without Prabhupada, maybe I would have also followed them blindly. So it's not humanly to identify this, right? So on this Janmashtami day, tomorrow is Vaspita day. On this Janmashtami day, I recommit myself to follow all the regulative principles that Prabhupada taught us, and under the guidance of Shiksha Guru, Leelanda Prabhuji, and under the protection of this divine movement, I sincerely beg your mercy to be on this path. Thank you so much, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. One humble request from me and my wife. These are offerings to Srila Prabhupada, and we are too insignificant to be even uttered here. I know we are your servants, so please no need to tell our names. Just be grateful to Parampara. That we are just your servants. Hare Krishna. Don't mistake. I love you. You love me. That's fine. So Mataji can. One Mataji can come. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Ramji, can I just read out for them?
Yeah, as you wish. As you wish. Are you visible in that screen? As long as the screen.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, visible that screen. Prabhuji, it will not stay. That's why I kept it reverse.
The-
Lift it up. Lift it up.
Hello.
Perfect. Perfect.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to you on this auspicious occasion of your Vyas Puja. I am not sure what really brought you to me and chose me to be part of your movement, though I was curiously testing various spiritual paths. That is not enough of a qualification for you to grant me mercy. This material world gave me anxiety, made me happy sometimes and sad most of the times. It made me look at everybody with suspicion for having trusted many and burning my fingers innumerable times. Whatever may be the reason that I cannot even comprehend, you had a bigger plan for my undivided attention. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me the treasure of Krishna consciousness, giving me a loving and enthusiastic association, and most importantly, systematically teaching us how to develop love for Krishna, why to love Krishna, and how to serve Him. Keep showering your mercy, and I promise you I will not do things that would disappoint you. You gave us access to Krishna by your constant translations. You readied all the ammunition to us to fight this Maya in this material world. You gave Acharya's translation.
She is the battle. Inko mic petition. Yeah, 1 minute.
You gave Acharya's translations, God Nitai's association, and unconditional mercy, and offered yourself in sacrifice for unqualified people like me. You gave us a towering institution to keep your teachings and process alive. This lifetime is not enough to thank you, Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Prabhu. Go ahead. Do something. Go. Be enthusiastic to take the next one. Mike.
Hare Krishna Dandava Pranam. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Prabhupada, one word I want to emphasize today is selfless service. I have been seeing this for years, but last year I've seen it a lot, and this is what you taught the entire world by showing as an example. When you visited United States and selflessly you served so many souls, and all of them became devotees of Krishna and became happy people.
Give them.
Correct. Correct. Hare Krishna. We made so many people into happy people. I see that everywhere, even now, all around me, and multiples of it. I can see we have so many preachers here. That is also your mercy by your teachings, and seeing that more and more communities are getting your mercy. Thank you very much for that. We have more venues. We have opened a Bhakti Center recently, and I'm more than happy to see that we are serving so many people through this avenue. Prabhupada, we did 11 Rath Yatras this year, and all your mercy and the devotee selfless service, we could pull it off. And now we are planning to do 14 Janmashtami festivals all across this Gachibowli area. We face many challenges, but with the faith and the courage you give us, we go ahead and continue doing this service. I also can see times are changing, and colleges are inviting more and more preachers to help the students. As I go to colleges, I see that very much, and many people are very amicable to this, which is what you wanted, which is a wonderful thing to see. Prabhupada, I took a vow to start reading Srimad Bhagavatam 3 years back on the same day, and with your mercy, I'm continuing doing that. And I'm in 10th canto, third part, and I would like to continue doing that with your mercy. and I still have some anarthas. And please bless me and to make sure that they go away slowly, and I continue this path and follow four greater principles and serve selflessly. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai.
మైకి పెట్టండి, ఇది ఎక్కడ పడుతుంది దీనిలో రాదు.
All glories to divine grace. Please accept my humble obeisances.
లిఫ్ట్ చేయండి. నువ్వు ఇట్లే come close.
This is the 126th appearance day of Srila Prabhupada.
It's working. You have to be more close.
Little more close.
Until almost like,
Speak now, speak.
yeah, right person.
All glories to divine grace. Please accept my humble obeisances. So this is the 126th appearance day of Srila Prabhupada. All glories to my Guru Maharaj also. I don't know where to start with, because my learning did not start with birth, but it started with Srila Prabhupada's books and teachings that came into my life when I joined ISKCON in 2002. So that was my real birth. So before that, I was a dumb fool. Now also I'm a dumb fool only. But because I've been reading Srila Prabhupada books for the past few years, probably I changed into a better person. So he created this beautiful ISKCON, and he has already accepted me as a disciple, and probably he has accepted people in this world. So even those who are yet to come, and in this next 10,000 years to come. So you have introduced the importance of this day and Lord Krishna in our life. Earlier, we just had a day in our life, like only Janmashtami day, which we used to celebrate. But because of ISKCON, we are celebrating Janmashtami every week.
Very good.
And your devotees, they are like expert surgeons, heart surgeons especially, who are treating my heart diseases. All the devotees I meet, they gave one or the other new things to me. So probably because I'm into something which is not, which is material. This is more spiritual in me. And I try to cultivate the spirituality. And I think that is only because of Prabhupada. So I cannot repay for your magnanimous compassion on me. Probably if I follow your teachings very perfectly, probably I'll do that in my next coming years. And I cannot and I will never be able to repay his compassion on me. And I'll also never come here, forget my Guru Maharaj, from whom I have learned many things, and also from Sri Prabhupada. Sri Jai Sri Prabhupada.
Very good.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Brahman Mataji, Sadam Pranam. Now in every temple, we do Guru Puja in the morning. If you look at it, probably somewhere Guru Puja is being done. Probably he's the only person where 24/7 Guru Puja is being done. Right? Is there anybody else in the world where Guru Puja is being done 24 hours? The number of temples, the number of devotees that Prabhupada has established. So that's the impact of a man. That's the revolution that he has created for a man. If he has an extra 1 minute, he would be thinking, how many more souls can I uplift? If I had one more day, how many more souls can I impact? That was the passion that we always feel in Srila Prabhupada's books and literature. Yesterday I was reading a couple of purports for some other purpose. I read two contrasting statements I want to bring up. In one purport he says, I'm just a postman. In another purport he says, I hate all this going. You see what it is? Like, he's just a postman in the sense he brought the message of the God or he brought the message to take people back to the Godhead. But the message part is the postman, but the implementation part is ISKCON basically. He has to do so much hard work to fulfill only one task. One task, that is to take every soul back to the Godhead. Period, basically, right? So that's all is what ISKCON has given to me. That revolution. That if you look at his what do you call Leelamrita, you will see his early days. He's a more a person of revolt than revolution. The revolt has turned into revolution, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has brought in bhakti movement, but Prabhupada for us has made everybody the bhakti yoga aspect of bhakti movement. He connected everybody to the God, and he said, "This is the only thing you have to do. Nothing else you should do, and this is the only way to do in Kali Yuga. There's no other way to do it but just to follow Harinama. And that's the simplest way, and that's the only way that is possible, basically. So that's the message that I think has helped me move from point A to point B of my philosophical and spiritual thinking. And that point B is almost the full stop. After that, I didn't have to go and look for anything else. So, Hare Krishna Prabhupada, that's the biggest thing that I am always thankful to you. The purity of bhakti message that has come from you. And the purity of thought that we are here just to go back to the Godhead. No, not just to go back to the Godhead, but be the dasa to take few more souls into that path, into that direction, and take them back to the Godhead, basically. And just on this day, I promise I do my best to fulfill your dream. Thank you.
Anybody else? Yeah, please come. The next person, please be ready instead of calling. Even that side also. No, just push it down. Sir. Yeah.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నేను చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నాను, అది కరెక్ట్ అవునా కాదో తెలియదు, బట్ ఐ వాంట్ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ మై సెల్ఫ్. నేను ఒక నార్మల్ హౌస్ వైఫ్ని. అయితే కృష్ణుడు ప్రభుపాద నా జీవితంలో ఎప్పుడు ప్రవేశించారో నాకే తెలియదు. నేను ఇంట్లో పిల్లలకి చేసుకోవడం, వండుకోవడం, భర్త ఇలాగే ఉండేదాన్ని. పూజ వరకు చేసుకునేదాన్ని. కానీ సడన్గా ఒకసారి ఆయనకి క్యాన్సర్ రావడం, సడన్గా పోవడం జరిగింది. విత్ ఇన్ వీక్, ఈయన లాస్ట్ స్టేజ్ ఇంకా 1 వీక్లో పోతారన్నారు. అంత శుభ్రంగా ఉన్న మనిషి సడన్గా పోయారు. ఇట్స్ వెరీ షాక్. నాకు ఎంత షాక్. శుభ్రంగా ఉన్న మనిషి బాగాలేదన్నారు, కడుపు నొప్పి హాస్పిటల్కి వెళ్తే క్యాన్సర్ అన్నారు, 4 రోజుల్లో పోతున్నారు, ట్రీట్మెంట్ వద్దన్నారు. అర్థం కాదు. సరే, నేను చాలా డీప్ డిప్రెషన్కి వెళ్ళిపోయాను. బాబు నేనే ఉంటాను ఇంట్లో. ఇంకా నాకు బాబు కూడా చాలా డిప్రెషన్. నాకు ఎవరితో మాట్లాడాలని నాకు లేదు, తను ఎవరితో మాట్లాడేవాడు. అయితే నా బెడ్రూమ్లో 2-3 కృష్ణుడు ఫోటోలు ఎప్పుడూ ఉండేవి. చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నాకు కృష్ణుడు అంటే చాలా ఇష్టం. చైతన్య మహాప్రభు గుడి కొవ్వూరులో, రాజమండ్రిలో అనే కృష్ణ భజనకి పెడుతూ ఉండేదాన్ని. అదే కొడుకు పుడితే కృష్ణ అని పేరు పెట్టుకోవాలని అనుకునేదాన్ని. అయితే నా హస్బెండ్ పేరు కృష్ణ, అందుకని నేను పెట్టుకోలేకపోయాను. అందుకని కన్నయ్య అని పెట్టుకున్నాను. అయితే అప్పుడు ఇంకా ఆ కృష్ణుని చూసి కృష్ణ వందే జగద్గురు అని ఆ ఒక్క నామమే అదే అనుకునేదాన్ని. అలా అనుకుని పక్కా తిరిగి పడుకోకుండా ఏడుస్తూ పడుకునే ఉండేదాన్ని. వంట చేసేదాన్ని కాదు, మా బాబే వండి నాకు పెట్టేవాడు. అలా 6 months అయిపోయింది. అప్పుడు మా సిస్టర్ సికింద్రాబాద్లో వాళ్ళ 5th floorలో ఇలా టెంపుల్ ఉంటుంది. తను చెప్పింది, నువ్వు కృష్ణుని నమ్ముకో, కృష్ణ జపం చేసుకో అని చెప్తే, నాకు ఎలా వెళ్ళాలి, ఏ తోవలో వెళ్ళాలి నాకు తోవ తెలీదు. అంటే ఒక గురువుని నమ్ముకుంటే గురువు చూపిస్తారు తోవ. అంటే ఏ గురువుని నమ్ముకోవాలి నాకు తెలియదు. ఇప్పుడున్న వరల్డ్లో గురువులు ఎలా ఉంటారో అందరికీ తెలుసు కదా. అందుకని నాకు ఏ గురువుని నమ్ముకోవాలో తెలియకపోతే అందుకని నేను కృష్ణుడే నమ్ముకున్నాను. అని కృష్ణ వందే జగద్గురు అని అది ఒక్కటే అనుకునేదాన్ని. అక్క, నన్ను ఎవరైనా ఒక పాటలో పెడితే బాగుండు నేను అని అంటే, అప్పుడు మా అక్కగారు చెప్పారు, కృష్ణుడే నేను పంపుతాడు, నీకు ఒక మంచి గురువుని పంపుతాడు అని చెప్పారు. చెప్తే సరే నేను భగవద్గీత శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద రాసినది భగవద్గీత రోజు రాసుకునేదాన్ని అర్థం చదువుకునేదాన్ని. అదే నాకు పెద్ద ఆధారం అనమాట. ఆ భగవద్గీతే అది రాసుకోవడం, దాని అర్థం చదువుకోవడం, రోజు ఇదే పని తప్ప ఇంకేం లేదు. అయితే అప్పుడు ఒకరోజు సడన్గా మా పక్కింట్లో రాజుగారి ఇంట్లో ప్రభువారు మీరు చెప్పొద్దన్నారు కానీ మరి నేను చెప్పాల్సి వస్తుంది. అయితే వీరానంద ప్రభు గారి స్పీచ్ ఉంది. వారు అన్నారు, మా ఇంట్లో కృష్ణ భజన పెట్టుకున్నాం రండి మేడం అన్నారు. అంటే నాకు తెలిసి నేను వెంటనే వెళ్ళాను. అప్పుడు స్వామివారు నేను ప్రభుజీని ఒక క్వశ్చన్ కూడా అడిగాను, ఎందుకు జపం చేస్తారు? నేను చాలా డిప్రెషన్లో ఉన్నాను, నాకు అది తెలియదు, ఎందుకు చేసుకోవాలి, ఏంటి, ఎలా వెళ్ళాలి, చాలా నేను ఒక నడి సముద్రంలో కొట్టుకుపోతున్నాను. ఆ టైంలో మీరు భగవద్గీత గురించి ఒక్కొక్క అధ్యాయం భగవంతుడు ఏం చెప్పాడు అనేది చెప్పింది నాకు చాలా నచ్చింది. ఇలా కూడా ఇది ఇలా అర్థం, ఆ పుస్తకం చదివితే కొంతవరకు అర్థమైంది, కానీ ఒక గురువు ఉండాలి, ఆ గురువు చెప్తే మనం కరెక్ట్ అయిన పాత్రలో పెడతాము అని నాకు చాలా అనిపించింది. అప్పటి నుంచి ప్రభుజీని నేను నా గురువుగా అనుకుంటూ మేము మల్కాపూర్లో ఉంటాం, ఇక్కడ సత్సంగి రావడం మాకు దూరం. ఆయన ఎవరినో ఒకటి పట్టుకుని అడుగుతాను, నన్ను తీసుకెళ్ళరా, నాకు ఇంకా ఇక్కడ తీసుకెళ్ళమని అడగడానికి నాకు సిగ్గు లేదు, అడిగేస్తారు, ఎలాగో ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేయాలి, ఏదో ఒక మంచి మాటలు వినాలి. నేను ప్రభుజీని అడిగినప్పుడు 16 రోజులు చెయ్యాలి, నామజపం ఇలా చేసుకోవాలి అంటే, అంతకుముందు వరకు నేను ఉత్తినే నా మనసులో చెప్పించుకునేది. అప్పటి నుంచి 16 మాలలు చేయడం మొదలుపెట్టాను, అది చేస్తున్నాను సార్. అయితే నేను ఆ తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు అల్కాపూర్ టౌన్షిప్లో పెడితే సత్సంగం, అక్కడ రోజు పొద్దున్న 5 గంటలకు హారతి పెడతాను నేను. దానికోసం అని చెప్పి ఇక్కడికి రావాలి అక్కడికి రావాలి, హాస్పిటల్లో ఒకటి సేవ చేస్తాను, క్యాన్సర్ హాస్పిటల్లో రోజు వెళ్ళి పొద్దున్నే చూసి ఇచ్చేసి వస్తాను. దీనికోసం అన్ని ఎట్ ద ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ 55 ఏమీ తెలియని ఒక హౌస్ వైఫ్ కార్ డ్రైవింగ్ నేర్చుకున్నాను. ఎందుకంటే నన్ను ఎవరు తీసుకెళ్ళట్లేదు, క్యాబ్లో వెళ్ళాలంటే అప్పుడేమో చాలా ఖర్చు అయిపోతుంది. అందుకని ఎలా అయినా వెళ్ళాలి, సత్సంగం వెళ్ళాలి, సేవకు వెళ్ళాలి, కారు నేర్చుకుని నెమ్మదిగా వస్తున్నాను. ఇంకా నేను ఎదగాలి. స్వామివారి ప్రభుజీ బుక్స్ చదువుతున్నాను, ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు చాలా మంచి మాటలు వింటున్నాను. ఇంకా నేను ఎదగాలని, ఆ ప్రభు ఎప్పుడు నా తోడు ఉండాలని, నన్ను భక్తి మార్గంలో ఇలా నడిపించాలని నేను రోజు దండం పెట్టలేదు. అది నేను నీ చెయ్యి వదిలినా నువ్వు నా చెయ్యి వదలకు ప్రభుజీ.
Next Mataji, please be ready.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's name. Please accept my humble blessings. Yeah, dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisance at your Lord's feet. On the occasion of your appearance day in 2023, I can't thank you enough for saving my life from darkest ignorance. If I have not come in contact with your books, movement, and devotees, I can't imagine how miserable my life would have been and how aimless it would have been. So you are my role model for me and most successful person I have come across. The compassion with which you have built ISKCON, it is like a desired fulfilling dream. Everyone desires and where the whole world can live happily. So these are some of the desires which I had and what I have realized in the last few years. So I'm expressing that here. So when I was attending Bhakti Shastri course in Abbott Temple from 2008 to 2018, I was deeply thinking how I can associate with a devotee family so that we can do home programs. So fortunately, you have got in contact. One of the devotee friend got me in contact with Milan Prabhu and various other families in Gachipur Satsang. So I feel that desire has been fulfilled. And also one of the desire I had was like when 10 years ago when I lived here close to this Kundapur area, when I heard about Prabhupada Township, I was curious how this name has come. So I came here to look around the place, but it was mostly at that time it was vacant land. But fortunately, again, like ISKCON Center has manifested in this area last year. So some of these desires which I had, like coming true. So I also desire to have like a first class Govinda assistant here in future, and also a big magnificent temple here, and also want to develop a farm community to give protection to the cows, and also produce organic vegetables so that we can supply to the center as well as temples and other families. So, Srila Prabhupada, please bless us so that we follow your instructions nicely and cooperate with each other to please you and Lord Krishna. Please forgive me if I have committed any offenses. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada.
Mataji, Sakshi Mata, you want to tell me? Few words after. Please. Go.
Hare Krishna.
Lift it. No, not like that. Bas.
Hare Krishna. Pranam to Prabhuji and Mataji. Happy Janmashtami to one and all. Dear Prabhupada, I would like to thank you very much because I learned a lot what is the objective of this rare human life after coming to only Krishna consciousness. If I did not come to KC, then my life is nothing better than animal life. We all know Bhakti, but we came to know what is real Bhakti and how we should perform. Dear Prabhupada, now I am chanting Harinam 16 Malas just because of reading your translations and purpose in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. You taught us how we should perform Krishna Seva, Krishna Bhakti, Sadhu Sangha under the guidance of our dearest Leela Prabhuji and Anuradha Mataji's umbrella. We all are trying to progress Krishna Bhakti. Please bless all of us to go back to God. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
My Matajis are ready. Come on, next. Go ahead. No, bro, that is not good. We'll fix that later. There is another stand, bro. Another stand.
हाथ में देते माइक हाथ में देते डायरेक्ट
Just give the mic in hand.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, happy Janmashtami and happy the Srila Prabhupada returns day tomorrow. So, Srila Prabhupada has given many things to me actually. He has given Harinam, Harinam in the sense Mahamantra. Right? He has given all the satsang association of devotees, books, and not last, but he has also given his disciple in the form of his spiritual master. So he has given everything me. So on these days, on the auspicious day, actually, as a gratitude or as a reciprocation, I would like to appreciate or give these offerings to the Srila Prabhupada because he has given all of this, right? From the Mahamantra, from the Guru, the disciple in the form of the Guru, right? And he has given the books, Prashadam, and great association of devotees, so that we can practice Krishna consciousness and go back to Godhead. And the second thing I would like really about Prabhupada, or appreciate about the Prabhupada is the devotees. Actually, some people, when we go for the book distribution, actually, they greet us in the form of Hare Krishna. So, all ISKCON devotees are, when they see in the kurtas and dhotis and all, one thing that comes to mind is Hare Krishna. So, Srila Prabhupada has built such kind of great image, or whatever you call, right, to whole world actually, through his preachings and all.
So we are known as Hare Krishna. They call us this Hare Krishna devotees or Hare Krishna. So that thing I really love about Srila Prabhupada did. And recently also, Gaurav Darshan Prabhuji was giving the lectures actually. So we got accessibility to how to celebrate the festivals. Right? He was how to celebrate maybe Balram Jayanti, maybe Julan Yatra, maybe Janmashtami, many festivals, right? So we were celebrating all these festivals earlier, maybe because we are born in India, but as somebody has rightly told, we were just celebrating as a sentiment actually. Now with your teachings from which you are teaching from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teachings and your teachings actually, we could understand the reason behind the festivals and we could understand how nicely we can celebrate these festivals actually. But we were just doing that earlier as a sentimental, but we could understand the reason behind it, and we could connect. We could connect the right mood and the attitude for to celebrate such kind of festivals. Yeah. There are many things actually which are read repeatedly in your books like spiritual life, material life, and all. Earlier, I didn't know about this and all. So it was only one life. So here now it is only one life, but we from your teachings we could understand and we could clearly make it out at least what is spiritual, what is material, how can we be more spiritual, right? So all kind of things that we could understand from your books and teachings, Srila Prabhupada. And yeah, I really don't have the taste in the reading. Though I'm reading, it's not continuous and all. So on this auspicious day of Janmashtami and your appearance day, I would beg at your lotus feet that this becomes a habit to me. I could understand from your disciples that you used to get up, you used to get up in the night and write the books and all. So reading is the very easy part actually, but writing is the very difficult part. You used to get up and write, and you could do the difficult part, but reading is the easiest part, which I am not able to do. But on this auspicious day, I would beg at your lotus feet. So this becomes a habit for me to read it continuously, actually, to understand your books and preach. Though I am not good at it, but preach to my capacities. So I beg at your lotus feet, so you can bless me to give a mercy on me, so that I can improvise on that. So, uh, so with this, I'll end it here, so I can get the taste in chanting and reading your books and preach. So, Jai Shri Ram.
Any Mataji coming? One line. One line.
Hare Krishna.
Hold the mic. Remove it. Pull it up.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. అందరికీ జన్మాష్టమి శుభాకాంక్షలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్లోకి రాకముందు వచ్చిన తర్వాత లైఫ్ అంటే ఏంటనేది తెలిసింది. అసలు లైఫ్లో ఏం అచీవ్ చేయాలి, లైఫ్ని ఎలా లీడ్ చేయాలనేది నేను శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద్ వాళ్ళ బుక్స్ చదవడం వల్లే తెలుసుకున్నాను. రియల్ నాలెడ్జ్ అంటే ఏంటో కూడా ఇప్పుడే తెలుసుకున్నాను. సో దట్ నేను నా పిల్లలకి ఏది మంచి ఏది చెడు అనేది నేర్పించగలుగుతున్నాను. అంటే స్పిరిచువల్ లైఫ్లో మనం ఏమి చేయాలి ఏమి చేయకూడదు అనేది తెలిసింది. సో ఇప్పుడు నేను శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద్కి రుణపడి ఉంటాను. Thank you so much. Thank you, Prabhuji and Anu Mataji. They are supporting very
వెరీ గుడ్. ఏమైనా తప్పులుంటే క్షమించండి. నేను ఎప్పుడు భక్తిలో ముందుకు వెళ్ళాలని శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద్ నడిచి ఎప్పుడు మా అందరి అసోసియేషన్ మా గచ్చిబౌలి సత్సంగ్ అసోసియేషన్పై ఉండాలని, ఎప్పుడు వైష్ణవాస్ని సర్వ్ చేయాలి అని కోరుకుంటున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Next, Sakshi Mat.
Glories to Guru and Governor. Hare Krishna, Mataji, thank you, Prabhuji. Happy Krishnastami, everyone. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. When I was young, when I was a child, I used to hear Bhagavad Gita in my village, through my in my village temple.
One feet and yeah, stand up.
And after coming to Hyderabad, I used to hear Bhagavad Gita only when somebody was dying. I used to think like, is it Bhagavad Gita? We have to hear Bhagavad Gita only when somebody died, because that was not the impression I had when I was young in my village. Then all of a sudden I came to know like, yeah, ISKCON, there is ISKCON, they are teaching Bhagavad Gita. Then I came to know like Bhagavad Gita we can learn practically, like how we learn our material education. We cannot compare though, but you can have courses, you can hear from senior Vaishnavas, senior disciples. So Bhagavad Gita we are learning practical way, we are learning Srimad Bhagavatam practical way, we are doing bhakti also in practical way. Srila Prabhupada, thank you for all this. If not you, like, yeah, I don't know how we could have learned this spiritual knowledge, which is like being born in India, we take it as granted. We have spiritual knowledge by birth. No, without you, we couldn't have learned spiritual knowledge properly. Prabhupada just started recently talking on the Vaishnava. I know I'm making lots of mistakes every service, but please bless me as your grandchild. I always like how you chastise. When I hear your lectures, I like that word, you rascal fool. I always feel like, yeah, you are chastising me as your grandchild. Yeah, Prabhupada, please, please bless me like your grandchild. Thank you for this opportunity.
Prabhupada is talking about me, not you. Sakshi was it. Next, Raja Ramesh. Very famous.
Hare Krishna, humble obeisances to all the devotees. So on this appearance day of Prabhupada, I would like to thank Prabhupada and I would request his mercy so that I could free myself from this evil Maya, from the clutches of the evil Maya, and I could serve Prabhupada and the Gurus and the devotees selflessly.
Next, Tulasi Mata.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much and happy Janmashtami to all of you. Prabhu, just I want to share my previous experience. Like we were staying in Bahrain countries, Gulf part of Gulf countries. So we did not see any temples there. So only one temple, that is ISKCON temple. So we have seen that like we used to go there and we started Bahrain. Yeah. So we used to go there, right? Like whenever we go there, right? So we maybe like I have seen the Prabhupada and Diki as well there, but I never did really at all pronounce to Prabhupada because I did not have that good actually during that time. So we used to go there every Saturday and coming back, and we discussed with my friends saying that like, there is no any good vibrations here, as if like in our normal temples we put the good vibrations. But we were not that good actually. So we never respect the Vaishnavas and we don't have the service mode actually. So finally, I don't know, some are like maybe some other Vaishnavas prayer, some other prayers. So on 2020 actually. So 2020 exactly, I got the association of Leland Prabhuji. So from that I was like, because in ISKCON, right, actually I saw everything. So there is a Sankirtana, there is book reading, there is preaching, and there is so much studying and the spiritual knowledge. So so much is there. So all of that is something like it's a kind of a blessing and mercy of Prabhupada. So thank you so much, Prabhupada. Thank you for giving me so much knowledge and your curiosity on us to learn us how to progress our spiritual knowledge and spiritual path. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji, Pranam. Happy Krishnastami to one and all. Actually, you can't imagine how our life would have been if you don't meet Viran Prabhuji and Mataji. So it's 2020, January 1st, we had our first SSR session in Avatar. So from there, we didn't feel bad. We don't imagine, now we know how to handle every situation by remembering Krishna and Prabhupada. So if this is the situation, how Prabhupada with us, how he guides us, so we can hear from his Vani and a lot of lectures from seniors by Vaishnavas. And so when we have a Sunday evening session, I don't know for others, for me, if Niran Prabhu is saying something, I can feel that he is talking to me, he is instructing me, he is guiding me, and he is slapping me. That I can feel. So thank you very much. Thank you, Prabhupada, for giving this association. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji, Danda Pranam. Wish you a very, very happy Janmashtami. मैं जब पैदा हुआ तो मेरी जन्मपत्री बनवाई मेरी माता जी ने, तो उसमें पंडित जी ने एक चीज लिखी थी कि जीवन का 27वां वर्ष सबसे सर्वश्रेष्ठ होगा। तो कुछ साल पहले जन्मपत्री पर नजर पड़ी तो मैं क्यूरियस रहता था कि 27वें वर्ष में ऐसा क्या होने वाला है। यस, ऐसा लिखा है प्रभु जी, 27वां 27th year of my life is going to be the best year. तो क्यूरियस रहता था हमेशा कि ऐसा क्या होने वाला है कि 27वां वर्ष सर्वश्रेष्ठ होगा। तो प्रभु जी 27वें वर्ष में क्यूरियोसिटी हमेशा थी, बट मुझे अब जाके रियलाइज हुआ कि 27वें वर्ष में आई विल गेट कनेक्टेड टू दिस गच्चीबोली सत्संग ग्रुप, लीलानंद प्रभु जी's group, and I cannot express it in words like how fortunate I feel being a part of this community, and my humble obeisances to everyone to accept me, and like मैं लीलानंद प्रभु जी अपने लेक्चर्स में बताते हैं कि कोई व्यक्ति सत्संग तब आ सकता है जब गुरु की मर्जी हो या someone prayed for you। तो मैं यहाँ तक आ गया शायद किसी की मर्जी से, बट अब मैं आप सबसे निवेदन करता हूँ, प्लीज pray for me that I do not leave this group, I never take the satsang association for granted, और I'm still struggling for chanting। आप सबसे इंस्पायर होके कुछ महीने पहले I started chanting 16 rounds, I'm still struggling, पता नहीं कब तक स्ट्रगल रहेगा, but yes, I sincerely request all of you to pray for me, and I'm very grateful मेरी धर्मपत्नी साक्षी, उनके लिए भी who introduced me to this path, my family, my in-laws, very very grateful, I cannot express, and all of this is becoming possible because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada। वो नहीं होते हैं हमारे जीवन में तो पता नहीं कहाँ मैं पड़ा होता, क्या कर रहा होता। So thank you so much, thank you, जय Srila Prabhupada।
Yeah, please come. Please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. So, like I'm very beginner to this. Like someone in my office, they introduced me to Leandas Prabhuji's classes and all. With the mercy of Leandas Prabhuji, like I got to know who is Prabhupada. Like I was not even knowing who has written the translation, who has written the purport and all. So because of Leonidas Prabhuji, like the teachings and all, like I got to know like the what is the purport, what is the translation and all. So I feel so much merciful that with Prabhupada, like I am able to know Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji, like Mahaprabhu, and the holy names which I am chanting. So because of Prabhupada, I am chanting. Because of Prabhupada, I got to know who is the Supreme, whom I need to pray. Like in my home, like it's like Hindus means like many gods and all. So like Leonidas Prabhuji has given that much instruction that he is the Supreme. And also because of Prabhupada mercy, this like I'm here. So I'm always pray to Prabhupada. I want this association and I want to improve my consciousness in Krishna. So I don't want to leave this association. Prabhupada, please make me to stay here and to increase my consciousness. Thank you so much for everything.
Jai Prabhupada.
First of all, Hare Krishna, Devotee Pranam to all Prabhupada and Madharis. I'm wishing you a very, very happy Janmashtami to all of you. Today I'm here to discuss a few points about Srila Prabhupada. Maybe you all know I'm new to this satsang, but I wanted to share a few things about Srila Prabhupada. First of all, I'm offering my great obeisance to the Prabhupada because of his hard work and dedication. Today we are all here. He has shared a lot of knowledge about God and many scriptures, as well as more principles how to lead a perfect life by his books. Also, how to preach Lord to get rid of this material world. Before coming to Krishna's consciousness, I was in different path. I don't know about life and how to manage the things and all. Because of Arvind Prabhuji and Padma Mataji, I am introduced to this satsangas. After attending satsangas, I grabbed some knowledge about Srila Prabhupada. And with the help of Srila Prabhupada, we are all preaching Lord Krishna here. And today I am showing my great gratitude towards Prabhupada. Thank you so much for everything he has done for protecting Hindu Dharma. That's it. Thank you so much for giving me.
Hare Krishna everyone. I'm happy to be here. Happy Janmashtami. Thank you.
After that.
Hare Krishna everyone. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. One thing I'm very, very thankful to Srila Prabhupada and all the devotees family is because of coming in Krishna consciousness, I could understand what is life and death. Most of my Rian Prabhuji and everybody knows I was very different before I came to Krishna consciousness because of my mother expired when I was in a very young age. But after coming and understanding what is the concept of life, what is self-realization, from then on at least I'm trying to be a better human being. And I'm very, very thankful to all the devotees and especially to Srila Prabhupada for making us understand what is life. And Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. అందరికీ జన్మాష్టమి శుభాకాంక్షలు. 2008లో మా ఆఫీస్ నుంచి ఇంటికి వెళ్ళే దారిలో సికింద్రాబాద్లో దిగుతూ ఉండేవాడు అనమాట. ఆ సికింద్రాబాద్లో ఆ కార్నర్లో ఉండే ఇస్కాన్ టెంపుల్ బాగా బ్రైట్గా అట్రాక్టివ్గా కనిపించేది ఆ బస్సులో నుంచి వెళ్ళిపో. సో దిగి లోపలికి వెళ్ళి మామూలుగా దండం పెట్టుకొని బుక్ స్టోర్లోకి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత మ్యాచ్లెస్ గిఫ్ట్స్ బుక్లోకి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత నన్ను ఫస్ట్ బాగా అట్రాక్ట్ చేసిన పుస్తకం ఈజీ జర్నీ టు అదర్ ప్లానెట్స్. సో ఆ బుక్ చూడగానే ఇది చూస్తే 10 రూపాయలు, 10 రూపాయలకి ఈజీ జర్నీ తట్టు అదర్ ప్లానెట్స్ అని ఆ బుక్ తీసుకొని ఇంటికి వెళ్ళడం జరిగింది. అలా ఫస్ట్ టైం నేను ప్రభుపాద్ గారి మూర్తిని కానీ ఆయన ఫేస్ని కానీ చూడటం జరిగింది అన్నమాట. ఆ బుక్ వెళ్ళంగానే ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా చదివేసాం మొత్తం. ఇవాళ నైట్కి మనం ఏదో వేరే గ్రహానికి వెళ్తామేమో మొత్తం చదివా. నాకు అలాంటిది ఏమో అనిపించలేదు ఆ పుస్తకాల్లో. మళ్ళీ చదివా. కానీ కొన్ని పదాలు మనకు తారసపడతాయి అన్నమాట. కొన్ని పదాలు ఏంటి, బోనాఫైడ్ స్పిరిచువల్ మాస్టర్ ఏంటి పదం కొత్తగా. దాని తర్వాత భక్తి, పర్సనల్ కనెక్షన్ విత్ కృష్ణ. అప్పటిదాకా భగవంతుడు అంటే గుడికి వెళ్ళి గంట కొట్టి అర్చన టికెట్ తీసుకొని రావటం, కానీ పర్సనల్ కనెక్షన్ అనేది ఏమీ మనకు తెలియని విషయం. అయిపోయింది. నెక్స్ట్ డే ఇంటికి వచ్చా. మా నాన్న చదువుతున్నాడు ఆ పుస్తకం. మా నాన్న కూడా 2వ సారి చదువుతున్నాడు. ఇంటికి వస్తున్నా, అరే కవర్ పేజ్ ఏమైనా తప్పు ఉందేమో అని డౌట్ వచ్చింది ఇద్దరికి. ఈజీ చెప్పి సర్లే ఓకే. మళ్ళీ అయినా మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళాను నెక్స్ట్ డే. ఈసారి ఇంకే బుక్ తీసుకున్నాడు, టాప్ మోస్ట్ యోగా సిస్టమ్. అట్రాక్టివ్ కనిపించింది పేరు. ఇది ఏదో చేసేస్తాం మనం, గాల్లో వేస్తామేమో అన్నట్టుగా. మళ్ళీ అది తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది. దెన్ యూ రీడ్ చదువుతుంటే ప్రభుపాదుల వారు మాట్లాడుతుంటే మనకి ఇంకా ఇంకా వినాలనిపిస్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఆయన ఎవరో తెలియదు, బాగా చెప్తున్నారు సైంటిస్ట్ రాస్కెల్స్ ఇందాక ప్రభు అన్నట్టుగా. అది తెలియదు మనకు. మన లోపల ఉండే ఆ సీడ్స్ అన్ని కూడా ప్రభుపాద్ గారి లెక్చర్స్ వింటుంటే చాలా మనం అట్రాక్ట్ అవుతూ ఉంటాం. సో అలా అనుకోకుండా అదే నెలలో మా కొలీగ్ ఇస్కాన్ డివోటీ శ్రీరామ్ ప్రభు, సో ఆయన ద్వారా నా వేరే ఇంటెన్షన్ ఉంటే, ఆయన వేరే ఇంటెన్షన్ ఉంటే, బట్ ఎనీవే హీ పుల్డ్ మీ. సో ఐ స్టార్టెడ్ చాంటింగ్ అండ్ by mercy of all the devotees. So I met with my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Bhaktiragha Swami Maharaj, and then Prabhupada's instructions through him. So rural community projects మీద వర్క్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. So please bless me that we have a small team also. We are working on this. సో ఈ రూరల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ లో గురువు గారికి అండ్ ప్రభుపాద్ ఇద్దరికి వీలైనంత సేవ చేయగలగాలని మీ నుంచి ప్లీజ్ బ్లెస్సెస్. అండ్ వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే, మేము ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ లో పడి సాధన స్టాండర్డ్ తగ్గిపోతుంది అనుకునే టైంలో మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడే పక్కన 2 సంవత్సరాలు అవుతుందా ఇక్కడే ఒక ఆఫీస్ కూడా పెట్టాము. అందరం డివోటీసే ఉంటాం ఈ ఆఫీస్ లో. అనుకునే టైంలో అజామినుడి కథలో విష్ణుదూతలు అందరూ సడన్ గా వస్తారు కదా, అలా ఒక ప్రభుపాద ఆర్మీ అంటే ఒక 3 నెలల క్రితం దాకా మీ ఒక్క మొహం కూడా చూడలేదు. 4 ఏళ్ల నుంచి ఇక్కడ ఉంటున్నాను. సడన్ వీళ్ళందరూ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చారు. అయిపోయింది, మన లైఫ్ ఇది సెట్ అయిపోయింది, సాధన. బట్ మార్నింగ్ చాంటింగ్ ఇక్కడ రావాలని అనుకుంటాము, కానీ కుదరట్లేదు. ఐ కెన్ సీ లాట్ ఆఫ్ చాలా యాక్టివిటీస్ ఫెస్టివల్స్ చాలా జరుగుతుంది. మేము మా రోజు అనుకుంటాం అనమాట, మా కొలీగ్స్ మేము రోజు అనుకుంటాం. సండే ప్రోగ్రామ్కి వస్తున్నాం అట్లీస్ట్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఫర్ ఆల్ ద association. Thank you, Guru. Thank you. Thanks to the
Any other Mataji want to take place?
Hare Krishna to all that are from devotees and others. This is the first time that I am giving offering in front of so many devotees. So I will beg forgiveness, or if I commit any mistake in my understanding. So I was thinking like what I can offer, what I can give to Prabhupada, or what offering I can give to Prabhupada. So I was just thinking that how Prabhupada's mercy in my life rolled. So in 2013, when I was in 7th standard, so that time some devotees came and they had organized the Gita contest. So they distributed the Bhagavad Gita and they gave us 1 month of time to understand the Bhagavad Gita and to give the contest and to get the prizes for that. So our idea as a student was to get the prizes. So we had made random guesses, and we won the contest. But I was not knowing that reading Bhagavad Gita or was just by touching the Bhagavad Gita or just by changing the pages of the Bhagavad Gita would make me actually participate into ISKCON and ISKCON services. So that mercy I can understand. And I have interacted with so many devotees, the inmates of our voice, COEP Pune voice. So they had the same experience that whoever came in touch with the Prabhupada and Prabhupada books, so ultimately they are sure to come into Krishna consciousness and sure to come into the ISKCON and actively participate into the this ISKCON services. Later, when in 2019 I was undergoing through a crisis, so I was getting the two options, but I was inclined to the lower option actually. But everyone was criticizing for me, to get a higher option. But I don't know where I was getting that inspiration to choose the lower option. So lower option was like to get into a state government college than the IIT. So I was thinking that after getting admission into that COEP college, it's a College of Engineering, and I was thinking that did I made the mistake? But I can now, in front of you, I can be sure that my decision to choose that COEP over the IIT, was really made the best choice because I got the bookie. I don't know what would have happened there. So this was the thing. One more incident that I would like to share is when I was undergoing through the interview process and the placement process. So I had an interview. I had been interviewed for 40 minutes. So out of that 40 minutes, 25 minutes I discussed on the spirituality with the interview. I told the philosophy that Prabhupada actually taught to his books, like four regulative principles and who is Krishna and Hare Krishna Mahamantra and what magic that Mahamantra is doing. So I just spoke like frankly whatever was coming in my mind. So he told that you have 2 minutes to convince me about spirituality. And I took a lot of minutes actually, more than 2 minutes. And actually got convinced. And I don't know. I was not having much capabilities actually to get into that. Other colleagues were having much more competences than me. But this discussion actually gave me a good place. So thank you so much. Actually, I can see in my life actually what everything has given by Prabhupada. Good college or good placement, good family, good devotees. When I think that if Prabhupada would have not been there, then what are the things that I was missing? I will be missing. So I just made a list. No devotees, no association, no services, no prasad. So conception of the prasad before coming to the ISKCON, just like something, some chana or some khadi sankar. That's it, and that too like this much. But after coming to ISKCON, like we have so many prasadam and so many different varieties and in bulk amount, like when we take a bhel, it's like a govardhan. We fill our plate like a govardhan size. And that's what we used to say in our voice actually. Amount as well, and so yeah. So preaching, no preaching actually, no kirtans, no lectures, and no spontaneous. This is like I'm telling very grossly that we can see the things or we can test the things. But the one important point that Prabhupada actually gave through his Shiksha to see the world. Actually, he has given us the Shastra Chakshu actually to see the world. Like wherever we are going, wherever we are working actually, company or wherever we are roaming. So previously I was very ignorant actually. Just चीजें चल रही है तो चलो उसके साथ ही बस. I was, but nowadays when I am observing few things, so I'm taking their pause and I'm thinking that this Prabhupada told and this actually fellow is suffering and I can see the the mercy of Prabhupada that we actually got, that actually we can understand the things which are going around. So this is one thing. So if Prabhupada would have not there, then surely I would have been heading an entangling material life. So even each and every moment is highly glorious, Prabhupada. The way he took the instruction of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur actually that made us, to come into the Krishna consciousness. I would also like to thank the wife of Srila Prabhupada, because she said no. She chose the tea. That's why we are saying no to tea. So I really thank those. In spite of getting heart attacks on Chaturtha, you continued and never gave up. So that spirit I really like and I really aspire from Prabhupada. So you gave the shelter to even hippies and transformed their lives. Prabhupada, had a vision. When Indians that time they were not responding to the spirituality, and the Prabhupada thought like they, and he saw the trend that all the Indian people they are following the Westerners, the Western media and all. So he thought that he had that transcendental vision that if the Westerners starts following the the Indian culture, so maybe that Indians can again that revive those culture and those teachings. So he made them a very perfect gentleman, and by seeing them, we can see all the Maharajas, most of the Maharajas, they are really, really so inspiring for all of us and guiding light for all of us. So there were so many criticism for Prabhupada, but he smashed all of them through his perfect answers and commentaries and purpose. He presented the philosophy as it is. So one thing I like for Prabhupada is this: he presented the philosophy as it is. One incident I would like to tell, that one person was asking Prabhupada that, Prabhupada, I can see your purpose and the purpose of the previous Acharya. I'm not seeing any difference in between them. So, what's your contribution? I don't see any contribution, your contribution in those purports and commentaries. But Prabhupada said, that's my glory actually. I'm presented the philosophy, what previous acharyas wanted to present as per times, less circumstances, I have presented it as it is. So that's the Prabhupada told, that's the glory actually. One last point I would like to share, that what fortune actually we have got. We can imagine. Like Yashoda Maya, I cannot say she was, she was not having that fortune. I can say she was not having the opportunity actually to raise Shri Radha and Krishna together. But that fortune has been bestowed by Prabhupada, that we can see that we can raise together like Lord Krishna and Lord Krishna and Radharani, we can raise together. So that fortune actually we have got actually. The services to be done by you out of compassion are given. Yes, actually, that's what we say in our Guru Ashtakam. So whatever services the spiritual master is supposed to, he's out of his compassion is giving to us that fortune actually we are getting. So so that we can purify our heart. So I'm very grateful for all of you, all whatever you have given for directing me towards Krishna. Although you have done so much for me, but still I'm taking it very cheaply and taking it granted because of my anarthas. Uh, so so I beg forgiveness for all my offenses, Prabhupada, and I pray at your lotus feet, please bless me that I become a very able instrument in your hand and do preaching nicely, especially connect more and more youths and follow instruction of my superiors, and, uh, and I can contribute to the spreading the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please bless me that may I never forget Krishna, may I never leave the ISKCON in whatever situation I will undergo. May I follow your orders and your teachings and the orders of the superior and always remain humble. So thank you so much. I really consider myself very fortunate to be part of this community actually. So I've been from Pune, but I was my counselor and we were discussing that whether I will get a proper association or not, like outside, because it's a Hyderabad and Pune means from Pune. No one I was not knowing anyone, but I am really fortunate to get such kind of association. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. So tomorrow, whoever will not be here for any reason, please come here and talk. Next 15 minutes we'll stop. We have other courses too. If you are going to be tomorrow here, we'll anyway continue from 9 o'clock in the morning.
Hare Krishna, Prabhupada and Mataji's Dandavat. Please accept my humble obeisances. Generally, I'll try. Generally, I am not very afraid of public speaking. Somehow that's part of my job. But I dread presenting an offering to Prabhupada in public. That's the most dreaded public speech. It's not speech, it's a conversation. Over the years, I don't need to prepare. If at all, I just need to prepare how not to cry. But over the years, I have also realized that giving offering in public to Srila Prabhupada is a service. We have to do it. It is not about. It's not about. What do you say? It's nothing about the person who is giving the offering. It's all about Prabhupada. It's all about Prabhupada, how the person is has been inspired by Prabhupada. It's very hard for me to thank Prabhupada. I thank my parents for bringing me into this world. I thank my teachers and all the people who have guided me all along, who have somehow made me qualified in whatever material sense you can think of, because that's the only qualification I have. I can thank them, but how can I thank Prabhupada? Prabhupada has made everything that I have worthwhile. So it's very hard to thank him. Anyway, I want to talk about something else that crossed my mind. There is a Tamil movie. I think it's called 2B. 2B is the number of a bus that this person always catches first thing in the morning. And one day he misses the bus. So the movie is about what it would have been if he had got into the bus and what ends up happening for having missed the bus. It's a big deal actually. If you want, you can just read the movie story. No need to watch it. So I feel like we should also compile a book of what would have happened if we hadn't come into contact with Prabhupada's books, Prabhupada's devotees, and what has happened because we came into contact with Prabhupada's devotees and Prabhupada's books. It would be a very nice book, I keep thinking. And in the last year especially, I have made use of Prabhupada's sayings, Prabhupada's adjectives. Nobody can beat the way Prabhupada can put together very unexpected adjectives together. Eternal, fragmented. Every time, actually it happens to me. Every time I read every line, I start to think how he must have worked on that line, worked on that word, how he must have chosen those words. He's a genius. Prabhupada is a genius. I don't think I'll ever see any other genius person like that. And I have been using the way, I've been copying, I should say, the kind of adjectives that he uses and the way he puts them together. On Women's Day, I was asked a question, how do you define equality? And when such questions are asked, I immediately invoke Prabhupada. I say, Prabhupada, please help me, please help me. And immediately, one
verse and his translation came to my mind, which says, Mamai Vamsho Jivaloke Jivabhuta Sanatana. Every living entity is eternal fragment of Krishna. So I said, equality is about seeing everybody as connected to one common source. Because that's the only kind of equality that we can truly achieve. And I was talking to an American woman. Actually, she is the chief editor of Women in Technology International, WITI, WITI. She runs that organization, which is about all the women in the field of technology. She was taken aback. That meeting was for 30 minutes and it went on for 2 hours. And you know how particular women, Americans are about time. They won't give you 5 minutes extra time. Just all because of one line that I invoked from Prabhupada's purport. She wouldn't have understood if I had said all living entity is a eternal fragment of Krishna. So I just made it light for her. And that itself was so strong for her. Just imagine. This is just one instance where Prabhupada's words has tremendous power. It's a powerhouse. Every word is so potent. Even if we end up understanding just one single line of what he said, I think life would be just perfect. As he says, life would be sublime. And I ended up explaining through examples what is the meaning of equality. And in the end, I just told that nothing I said is something of my own. All this has been taught to me and I have understood with the help of people who have taught me, and it all emanates from the great literary ocean that my country stands for. That's the, you can't miss this. You can't miss this. If India was not there on the map of the world, it wouldn't be worth living. Wouldn't be. And the literary ocean was made accessible by Srila Prabhupada. And I ended up sharing the best of all with her.
Very well.
And so, Prabhupada is, I'm immensely thankful for. And he's everything to me. He's the entire world to me. Thank you, Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. So it doesn't feel like stopping, does it? It's always like that. It doesn't feel like stopping. So much to speak, so much to share about Srila Prabhupada. But we have time constraint. Even though we had planned the whole day, but we have planned some events now. So we will continue this tomorrow. And if you have given your offering today, please do come tomorrow and learn how else Prabhupada has touched each other's lives. I liked one really nice point that Mataji told, that speaking about Prabhupada is a service. Right? Yes, it is a service. That's the least we can do. That we can express what he has done to us. That's the least you can do. What else can you do? In Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a shloka which says, how can we thank great souls who have sacrificed their life for enlivening people who are lost? How can you thank? And this shloka is being in the fourth canto. And the answer also is given in the same shloka, that all you can do is take a little water in your hand, close both your hands, and pray and thank them. That's all you can do. Just offer water back. Right? Anything we can do anything we will do, we cannot repay what Prabhupada has given us. My Shiksha Guru Bhagavan Prabhu always repeats this. తెలుగులో చెప్తూ బాగుంటుంది. మన చర్మం తీసి ప్రభుపాద చెప్పులు కుట్టించిన అది పనికిరాదు. English, I don't know how to express that. Some things are, difficult to express. Jai Prabhupada. Please, everybody come tomorrow. Tomorrow is our day. Tomorrow is our day, right? To express our gratitude for Prabhupada. I requested everyone to cook something, right? 2 items at least. Everybody can cook. Prabhuji can also cook. Or get 2 different kinds of fruits. We want to offer something to Prabhupada. As I said, we can't really do anything, but whatever little we can, right, from our homes. If you can cook 10 things, cook. 56 items, cook. But don't come here without getting anything. How can we thank him? Right? So we are going to offer it to Radha Krishna and offer it to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. And I remembered one point that teacher Prabhu said, "It's my life, one my life." Right? So I used to love a song by Bon Jovi. I don't know if you know that. It's my life. The other day I was hearing it, and suddenly I remembered Prabhupada, and I added condition to that. It's my condition life. And everything sounded and meant everything perfect. If next time you hear that song, I don't want you to hear that song, but just add condition in front of that life. And everything that Bon Jovi sang is actually true. My condition life, what all nonsense I can do, what all nonsense we have done, and what all nonsense we will do in future is all explained, right? But we've got this life, and in this life we will serve Srila Prabhupada in the best possible way, whatever we can, with whatever skills that Krishna has given. Jai Srila Prabhupada, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.